So the reason for open data is because we wanted to make more decisions based around data. In the past, we saw ourselves as being a bit of heroes, meaning that we were just making decisions based on intuition. So what we're trying to do is to make sure that our decisions are quantified based on data. And the way to do that was to put our information into a central repository, but also to make it so that leaders could go into that repository and pull reports, maps, or whatever was needed in order to quantify their decisions and to back up the decisions that were being made. You know, like I said previously, based on intuition, and to hopefully move in the right direction in a way that could be supported. That was a little easier than I thought it would be. The previous chief administrative officer was actually a CPA in his previous life, so he was really making a lot of decisions before based on numbers. So the fact that we wanted to make decisions based on data and reports and to be able to substantiate our point was an easy sell for him. So what we did is we basically explained the concept to him, and he loved it, and from that point it was no issue. So what we'd like to be able to do is to have two separate data sets. The first would be internal. And like I said before, is to make sure that everyone that needs to make a decision has information to back up their point. But secondly, to make sure that the county residents and businesses are able to see how tax dollars are being spent. So we'd like to have two separate sets of information, one that is more secure internally, but also information that's exposed externally to everyone that is wondering where tax dollars are going. One of our main initiatives is called the Transforming Neighborhoods Initiative. And what that is focused on is the fact that Prince George's County does have a bit of a negative perception. And a lot of that is based on certain indicators like violent crime, reading and math scores, pedestrian fatalities, Section 8 housing, anything that's negative. So what we're trying to do is to prove that we are moving those indicators in the right direction, and we're doing that by the use of open data. But in order for us to be able to do that, we are making sure that the data sets we're putting out are not putting any of the investigations or any people at risk. So what we're doing is we have a governance board that's set up internally to review any data sets that are put out publicly and to make decisions about whether or not that's going to go up. But as a result of T&I, we have moved those indicators, particularly violent crime, in the right direction, and it has been reduced 30% as a result of that. So what we're doing is we're actually focused on themes as opposed to individual indicators. For example, right now, snow is a big deal. So snow actually touches multiple departments, environmental resources, public works, and a number of other departments as well. So what we do is we actually get all of those departments in one place and talk about different things that we can do to speed up, let's say, snow removal. And as a result of the data that's being put out, we're actually asking pointed questions about what things that we can do to hopefully speed up the service provision to county residents and to businesses. So what we do is we actually put reports out, we build maps, we do different associations across data sets, and based on that, we make departments get together to come up with more creative ways in order to be able to make things happen.